Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, guys, welcome. It's our second call of the fourth round. I love it. Fourth round of Futuristas. It's August the 20th. And I just wanted to say really quick before we start is so much gratitude for you guys and for the momentum and everybody's willingness to learn and to jump in. And it's so exciting. And Susie, I have to just tell her because I tell her all the time and she always throws it back at me like, no, but it's you. When we started hanging out in like really hardcore hanging out was like around when quarantine started and or a little bit before that. And one time we were sitting by the pool at her house and I was crying and about all the things about how didn't believe in myself. And this was just 5 months ago, by the way. And she was like, I can't even, what are you saying? Like she was like wanted to like smack me up. And she's constantly just been fueling that, like that belief in me. And then we partnered up and obviously things are going great. So today our team got back on my first business center back to 12-star diamond. I haven't seen that in like 3.5 years. It means a lot to me, not just because it's a title or because it's a rank, but because it just shows that we have a new team, we have momentum, we're doing big things. And I just want to thank her for constantly telling me that I deserve this, that I can do this. And so thank you for that, Susie.
No, thank you for always sharing that with me. But it's true. At the end of the day, listen, it's all you and your team. It's your message. I'm just glad you heard I was the messenger. You heard the call.
Yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and for continuously believing in me, and you guys too for being open to to doing hard things. Because I have to say that I see how you guys are taking action, like Audra. Like you're being vulnerable, you're sharing things that maybe make you uncomfortable, but these guys are there. You guys are willing to do it, which is the most exciting thing because that hasn't happened in my team in such a long time. People were so resistant and to doing hard things, and you guys are doing it. So that is what makes me so excited. It's not just the rank and all the success cut points. It's you guys are growing and we're growing together. And I think that's such a great celebration. And I'm so thankful for that. It's just I'm super happy, like literally super happy. And I don't want to start crying because I'm always like the biggest crier. But it's just I'm really proud. And so here we go. Today we're gonna go through the lessons. Like I said, I typed them up so I don't have to rewrite them every single week. Efficiency. And then we'll open up to questions. But today Susie's gonna go through the planner, right? So we're gonna do that. So we don't have a lot of time. So I'm gonna start. Okay, so I want to just reiterate that I understand that some of you have a lot going on. I've been getting messages from some of you girls that are like, I'm falling behind. Don't worry about it. I think at the end of the day, you're gonna learn these things, and you can come back to it, to these lessons, and watch them, and during the weekend or when you have downtime. But I think in essence, we want you guys to take action, and that is what this group has. And the underlying thing, messages that you learn by doing. So even if you can't read every post and check in and all of that, do your best, but I want you taking action. I don't want you holding back on your business because you don't understand something. You'll figure it out. I figured it out. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I just have work ethic. So just have work ethic, take action, get out there, do your posts, share your workouts, inspire people. So that is how you're going to learn. The rest, we'll figure it out together. Don't worry about all the details about right leg and left leg. We'll figure that out together. Take action, because that's how you're going to build momentum. So goal setting was the first topic. I love goal setting because my story intertwines so well with why goals are important. I always use this analogy. You need to have goals in your life, because if not, you're basically treading water, right? It's like you're in the water and you're just there meandering because you have no direction. So it's the equivalent of planning a vacation and not knowing where you're going. Let's say you're going to California. Okay, I'm going to California. Like that's the equivalent of, oh, I want to be diamond. Just a blanket statement, right? Just a comment. I want to be diamond. Okay, but okay, I'm going to California, but am I going on a plane and on a train? Am I walking? Am I riding a bike? Am I on a motorcycle? A bus? You need to have a clear picture of what you want. When am I getting there? When am I coming back? Or am I staying? The equivalent of saying I want diamond and not having a date. So you need to be clear on what you're working towards, because goals you can reverse engineer. When I set that first $50 a week goal back 10 years ago, I knew that I needed to make 2 sales. I knew I needed to get in front of a lot of people. The same as with this 12-star diamond goal that we just accomplished. I had to reverse engineer it. And I showed Susie my spreadsheets with, my plan and with written names and like with dates. And I knew that what needed to happen and all the factors that played into that with very clear and specific deadlines, because that way I knew that I needed to take action. So I just invite you to really get clear with what you're trying to accomplish here. I don't want you to be scared of goals. Yes, goals should make you a little, nervous. They should give you a little butterfly in your stomach, right? Because it's something that's going to push you out of your comfort zone. But you should not be fearful and like put a lot of emphasis into what if I fail, and instead of shift it into what if I actually grow, what if I actually put in a bunch of work, and even if I miss the goal, but I if you shoot up, you're still gonna exponentially do better if you were just meandering doing nothing. So set your goals, get clarity. I've shared in the past, and I've reestablished these goals on my Evernote. When I was building my business back in 2000, really in 2012 was a really concentrated work year for me because I wanted to leave my job so bad. I had a little notepad that I took from my office, and it was every month I would rewrite the goals, and I would start with like affirmation statements, like be the leader that I would want leading me, show up every day with enthusiasm, things like that, like find more leaders that are like me, more Beckys. And then it was Success Club goals always first, because I believe that this business is built through consistency of action, and that means you're hitting Success Club. So Success Club goals with very specific deadline dates, 5 and 10. Then I had like income goals. So very clear income goals that I could break down, and I knew what volume needed to happen. In my head, that kept me marching forward, also kept me focused on who I needed to work with in my team. I had a list, just like I have right now. Again, I have it on a spreadsheet now of all the new coaches that are impacting our run to elite, because this is not my goal, it's our goal to be elite for next year. I have very clear picture of who are the players, who I need to work with, all of that, and rank goals. Obviously, I just talked about my rank goals. So it's having a very clear picture and then looking at them every single day, because you need to be refreshed every single day of your purpose, of why you're doing this. Oh, and I used to write I don't have it on Evernote, but I had my why written out so I could see it, that I wanted to come home to be part, 100% present for my family. That kept me pushing. So goals are very important, and I would love for you guys to share yours with us so that we can help you, because the more we know about what you want, the easier it is for us to communicate with you and help you get there. So that's really important. Okay, your comfort zone. Get ready to always be uncomfortable, because a lot of you are doing it. Carol's doing it. You guys are sharing things that are hard. I get it. I have to share it too. And that is how we inspire. And I really believe that if you just embrace it, it's going to get uncomfortable. You're going to have to share stuff about you. But that is, I believe, how you find people who truly jive with who you are. The more that you share those challenges, the more that you share your progress and all of that, it's part of this business. Last night in the sneak peek, one of the objections is always, oh, but I don't want to be salesy. Well, we don't have to be. You don't do it. If you don't want to do that, don't do it. But the way that we overcome that is by being uncomfortable and sharing our true selves, our true message. So it's part of growth. It's part of learning how to share stories, but it's essential in this business because that is how, you know, really, when I hear leaders say, well, because I really want to find more business builders, I'm like, well, I think you got to get real with yourself and share who you are, because that's how people are going to jive. They're going to get you. They're going to be like, wow, this person has gone through similar things. I want to sign up with her. So you have to accept that with this business, you're going to have to do uncomfortable things, and that includes inviting. So you got to just suck it up, put your big girl panties on, and go to, and just do it. Okay, your role as a coach, this one is important because I think it leads with us, who we are as coaches. It's not just about the products, but what we believe. And we have to show up every day willing to honor other people, work on ourselves. And I actually didn't write any notes, so I don't remember what this post was about, to be honest. So I'm going to have to wing it. But our role as a coach is to lead ourselves first, I believe. Be the front runner of your business. Show up authentically, work on yourself every day, and then invite and help other people get results. That is what we do at the end of the day, is help other people get results on their fitness, on their nutrition, on their growth path. So one of my discount coaches wrote to me this morning on one of my those faith posts that I do in the morning, and she wrote, it's the daily Becky church with the things that I post in the morning. So, and I'm like, yeah, it's like my ministry. So that is part of my role as a coach now, is to share that message, to give people hope. Find that purpose within you and what you love and what you're passionate about. And your role then is to share that and be that person that people are going to come to for inspiration, for tips, for value, for knowledge, and to feel like that they can do this too. So I think our role is very important because we are role models. We're not only for our children, but for our nieces and our nephews, for the people around us, for our families. So just accept that role as a leader, because I think it doesn't matter where you stand in the business, we are leaders, and then go out there and share it openly. And then you have 2 days of Shakeology. You have today, which is, we can go back and forth with this, but I said it last night, Susie. I used your line on one of the objections about being too expensive, and I said, yeah, expensive compared to what? So Susie can go through that because I think she shares it really, really well. But I think it's really powerful. I know the video we shared is super powerful, has a lot of information. At the end of the day, I want you guys to get comfortable sharing why you loved it. I say it all the time. Nobody cares that you know the 70 ingredients in Shakeology. Nobody cares about that. But they do care that it's something that you love, that makes you feel good, that has helped you overcome in certain areas of your life, that it gives you energy. People want to know those stories. And then just watch that video, because there's a lot of takeaways that maybe it'll help you tweak your language, tweak how you present it. But Shakeology is, to me, is it's the lifeblood of this business. Like, it's our continual, it's our consumable. It gives us this value and nutrition that we're not getting from our foods, and we can't shy away from that. I'll be very honest that when I'm talking to people and when I share my videos, the third-party tools, it says it, Shakeology required in my groups, because to me, this is the complete package. Okay, you get the fitness, you have the source of really, really profound nutrition that is quick and easy to make, and then you have the community. So for me, it's a non-negotiable. I don't have coach. If people want all of me, then I need them to invest all of them into these products. So that's my take on it. Obviously, it's my business, so I can proceed the way it feels good to me. But I just believe that it's essential. It's just part of what we do. And I think that's it. Susie?
Yes, that's it. And the only thing that I'm going to say about the Shakeology that you told me to add is that when people tell me it's expensive, I just tell them exactly what she said. I just say expensive compared to what? $4 a day for your health is expensive?
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, like, I just don't understand that when we can go to Target and spend $300 without even thinking twice about something material that's going to come and go. So I just tell them, and I'm real with them, and I'm like, listen, it's all a matter of how much you really want this. So that's how I basically say it. I say, when I feel amazing because I am, consuming the things that my body needs, and I feel amazing, there's no price you could put on that compared to how I was back 4 years ago, where I was in a dark place and I just felt like the mom I didn't want to be. I was sluggish, I was overweight. And if you want to stay stuck, then that's on you. Like I tell them as it is. So because I think that they feel that confidence, and when they feel that you are that confident about it, it's almost like, if like, yes, that's what I want. So
Oh yeah, that has a lot to do with it, Susie, is the confidence in the way you present it. You cannot be, the moment they feel that you're wishy-washy, you're giving them an out. So you have to be confident in your approach. I agree with that.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, now that Becky went over all the assignments for this week, if you have any questions, girls, and you wanna use a chat, go ahead. I'm constantly looking at the chat just to see if there's any questions, and we'll open it up at the end. But what we're gonna do now is, hopefully everyone has their little planner that we sent out. And what I wanna do is teach you now how to use it. Yes, Carol, awesome. Because this right here is the income producing activities that you want to be doing every single day. Like, if you don't do this stuff, then you're kind of like just a coach as a hobby. And that's beautiful, but don't expect to be profitable. If we are business owners and we are CEOs and we want to make money, then we have to do the things that's going to get us that income, right? So what we're going to do is just go over it. So open it up to the main pages where it's today's action plan, because in the beginning it kind of just goes over your goals and things like that. Very self-explanatory. But once you open it up to where it says today's action plan, you see at the very top, it gives you spaces to talk about your affirmations, or to write about your affirmations and your gratitude. And those things are very big, because Beachbody even teaches you personal development is a vital behavior. And part of personal development is growing into your gratitude, being grateful for your health, for the fact that you have all the things you have, and affirmations, saying, I am strong, I'm a good coach, I am powerful, I stand in my power. Whatever affirmation makes you feel amazing, that's what you want to start out your power hour with. And envision it, girls. If you want to do something in this business, you want to accomplish it, I'm a big believer that you need to envision it. So you start off with that. And then the top priorities are just the basic 3 most important things that you want to accomplish when you're doing your power hour. So for me, it's all definitely about connecting, inviting, and then I'll set my intention, and I'll just, say something like, I am going to recruit 2 coaches today. You can do that as well as a priority. Just already tell yourself, speak to yourself the language of the things that you want to accomplish. Right under that, you have a little picture of a book, a heart, and a shake. So that's just to check off that you make sure you're doing your personal development, your workout, and your shake. Because again, those are vital behaviors. Vital behaviors is what you have to do every single day. Right after that, you have a section where it says add friends. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how I add friends, and you could do it however you want, but this is how I do it. So on Facebook, it's very easy, because literally you have like where it says people, that you may know, and you can just go through them. You could just ask them to be your friend. Or if you want to go into groups, you could go in there as well, check some people out and add them as friends. But I'm going to show you how I've been doing it on Instagram, because I find that Instagram is more of a place where now I think there's just way more momentum there. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So let's go to the little, when you go into Instagram, go to the little circle all the way in the bottom, the search bar, and just think of a place where you either go often, a fashion boutique where you shop, a store, or even like vacation. And so because I shop a lot in Fashion House, that store Fashion House, I'll go into that page. And then once it comes out, I will go to the very first, the most recent post that she posted. And there I see that she has 45 people that have liked that post. It's, it's just obviously a post about an outfit. So I'll go into the people that liked that post, and I'll look to see if through their profile picture, that's someone that I feel that I can start building a relationship with. So clearly, if I see it's a guy, I will not ask them to be my friend because I don't want to work with men in particular. So I'll look for like a face of a girl that just basically is with a little girl, like a mom or just somebody that I jive with. And I'll just go and click follow, 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 right? And I'll do that for like 5 minutes, or you could just do like what the book says, add 5. Now, I'll tell you that this book is just for pure basics. So if you want to 10x your business, then you have to do 10 times these activities. But I just want to walk you through how I do it so that you understand how to do it. You could also go to, like, for example, recently I was at Singer Island and I went on vacation at Singer Island, right? So you can click on Singer Island or Marco Island or the Keys, wherever you go. And then once you put the name of the place on your search bar, you're going to click on places. Once you click on places, that place should come up. Click on that place. And then you could click on recent, which is to the right-hand side. And these are posts of people that have recently posted, which is critical because you want to become friends with people that are on Instagram, not people that posted 2 years ago. So we know that these people are very active. So I'll go through these pictures and I'll just start looking through their pictures and I'll start either following them or start commenting, start building a relationship with them because I know that these are people that are active on social media. So that's how we add friends. Right after that, in the middle section, it says connect. You want to connect with these people that you're adding. So like right now, I just saw a girl, she's a girl that's like swimming in the water. So I'll go in there and I'll be like, so cool, that picture. Like, I'll write something like, oh my God, amazing picture. I was just there and the water was that clear to me. Like that's how you start connecting with people. You start building relationships. And you'll do that with all the people that you've added. And then on the planner, all the way to the right-hand side, you have follow-up. So basically, as you start building these relationships, you're going to go back and follow up with these people every so often. It could be every 2 to 3 days, however it is that you feel comfortable. I know that I'm a big believer in follow-up Friday because corporate America gets paid on Fridays. So it's a great day to follow up with them if you've invited them to join you. Or if they've, asked, or if they showed any interest in joining you or any interest in a challenge pack or becoming a coach, follow up Friday for me is key. But you could do it as often as you'd like. So that's what that section is for. And follow up is simply like, hey, love, happy, Thursday. I'm circling back with you because I had you on my mind or you popped up in my newsfeed or I have on my list to check back with you. I want to make sure that you're ready, or if I answered all your questions, let me know how you would like to proceed, however you want to word it. But that's basically what my follow-ups look like. Just, hey, I was thinking of you and I have you on my list to follow up with you today. And I just wanted to make sure that, I plop you in my next group and I'm saving a spot. Can you go ahead and give me your email so I can create the order for you? Something very simple. Okay, let's move on. Underneath that, you have challenge invites and business invites. So challenge invites is just inviting them to your challenge group, or a business invite is inviting them to a sneak peek or to become a coach. So what I do is I literally go into the accounts where I feel I've built momentum or people that are watching my stories. Usually the people that are watching my stories is who I'll go to first. So I'll click on my stories and I'll see who is watching. And whoever I see that is watching that I haven't invited, I'll go to them first. And my invite is very simple. I usually do voice messages because I want them to hear my voice, hear that I'm a real person. I want them to hear my passion. And I'll just do something very simple like, hey, love, happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well through this crisis. Listen, I'm setting up my next boot camp group and it starts on Monday. And I'm looking for women who, are wanting to come out of this crisis, stronger. And I have the total solution by offering fitness and nutrition. Is this something that may interest you? It's something as simple as that. If I want to invite them to a fitness group or I'm doing a sneak peek, it'll be the same thing. And I'll just say, hey, I'm hosting a webinar with more information on what I do as a coach. Is this something that may interest you? And sometimes I'll even say, and if not, that's cool too. Maybe you know someone that may interest you. So it's just about a simple invite like, hey, I just want to let you know that this is what I do. Is this something that, you know, you may be interested in? So you'll do that. Those are key, critical in like, it's critical to invite. If you don't invite, it's like if you're throwing spaghetti at the wall with your posts, because you need to do this behind the scenes. That's how people know that you care. That's how people know that you're thinking of them and that you're sharing this gift. And I always say it, a gift is not meant to be kept. So we're, you know, I'll say it sometimes, hey girl, you know, I have found the best gift that has given me back to myself, you know, and I just want to go ahead and share with you and invite you, you know, to my next challenge group. I'm on a mission, you know, because this has changed my life. Is this something that you need right now and at the moment or whatever? Like, you know, I'll say something like that. All right. Any questions on that? Or can I move on? Everybody good? Okay. So then after that on the right, it says recognition. Basically, recognition is about celebrating other people, their transformations. It doesn't necessarily have to be a customer of yours. It could be a sister coach. It could be someone that, you know, a success partner. It could be anyone at all in Beachbody and Diesel Nation. I know we have tons of pictures of transformations of people and pictures that we could share. So basically, recognition is that showing other people that this does work. The other way that you could also recognize people is what I've learned lately from Becky, which she is a pro at, is celebrating accomplishments of all sizes. Like if somebody has an income growth, she'll celebrate that. If somebody rank advances, she'll celebrate that. If somebody, you know, has lost weight, she'll celebrate that. If somebody started, like, you know, vulnerably sharing her journey, she'll celebrate that. Her message and her life has become a walking celebration. And I think that that's why the world is responding to her right now, because life should be celebrated. All things should be celebrated. And if you don't know, recognition is a vital behavior in Beachbody. So those are things that we should be doing naturally. I admit I have to get better at that because it does take time to create a little story. And I admit it, I have to get better at that. I try to do it. I will always celebrate transformations as much as I can with my coaches or my customers. I will celebrate coaches who are rank advancing. And in my team, I recognize a crap ton, but I got to get better at sharing it with the world. But like I said, if you follow Becky's stories, you're gonna get like what she's doing. And if we follow that pattern, that I'm telling you that is why her growth has been on fire in just 5 months, because the world is responding to her gratitude and her celebration. So again, recognition is a vital behavior. Do not underestimate this one. All right, moving on to the last part. On the left, we have social media posts. Basically, this is just a reminder of what it is that you should be, you know, doing. You know, your role as a coach is this. It's coaching people, guiding people, helping them, but you also want to let people know that you're open for business. So in the morning, noon, and afternoon, whenever is a good time for you, make sure that you either do a post on your feed or just post a little bit on your stories. And in the evening as well, you can do it too. And then always make sure that you do a call to action. A call to action is letting people know that you are looking for people, that you want to, you know, invite them, that you want them to take action. A lot of people could read a post and then be like, okay, now what? So you want to end your post with, I'm looking for 10 go-getters who are ready to come out of this stronger. I'm looking for my next 10 futuristas. Whatever it is that you want to write, but that call to action is important. And you could even say, check the link in my bio, or drop an emoji below, or reach out through a direct message. That way, people know exactly what they need to do. Then on the right, your check-in posts is basically for your groups. Make sure that your role as a coach is that you are following up with your customers and your coaches. So you want to make sure that you check in your challenge group every day. If you have a free group, go in there and add some value. If you have a coach group or a team page, you want to make sure that you're checking in with your coaches. How are they doing? Are they getting started right? And if you have any training calls that you want to do or you want to listen, that's just like a little space to remind you. Like I know that every Monday we have the National Wake Up Call. So if you didn't get to it on Monday at 11 o'clock in the morning, just make sure that you write it down, that you got to go back to listen to that National Wake Up Call. All right. Everybody good so far? Moving on to the last bit of it, right?
I have a quick question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Actually have two questions. One on the call to action. I haven't been doing that in my post the past couple of times because I'm trying to tell a story and I don't want every post to be about Beachbody in the sense that I'm trying to sell or get them on my team. I'm kind of trying to tell my story without the call to action first. Do you agree that some of them shouldn't have that?
Yes, I agree. Some of them should not have that, and not all posts should be about Beachbody.
Okay.
So it should be about you. You're selling your brand, your life. So the call to action is, like the reason why I brought it up is like if you're gonna do a post regarding a call to action, like if you're gonna do an invite post, make sure that you say, hey, this is what you should be doing. That's what I meant by that. Not every post
Okay.
have it, but when you are gonna do an invite post, yes, make sure that you add that.
Yeah,
Becky,
it has to have directions because they need to know
Right.
what you want from them. Like if it's oh, I have 10 spots available for my next, challenge group, drop interested in the comments, DM me, drop your email, think something, giving them instructions on what you're asking of them so that it's clear.
Well,
But
one thing I was going to do today is my best friend, who's also a coach under me, one of her suggestions was, not everybody knows what MBF is. So I was going to kind of do a post today now, kind of describing what MBF is, because, people see me jumping rope. It doesn't mean that they know exactly what it is.
Yep. Very good. Talk about it. And we do say that in one of the training videos, actually in the Diesel Nation Academy, and I think that one of them that we posted here is not to use Beachbody language because not everybody knows that.
Right.
So if I say I'm starting a new program, MBF, I will say muscle burns fat, and I could say it's a 30-minute, I'll go into it so people are like, oh, that's what that is.
Yeah. And also share what you like about it, because
that's what I was going to do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then it comes off as a sales pitch,
right.
Share what you're enjoying about it.
And then the other one, and I was just talking to my best friend Jamie about this today, is what do you mean by the free group? Because one of the things that I'm hesitant to do, like I was considering, because I have a lot of Shakeology, is kind of doing something free. But she made the comment and that when you're giving something for free, people don't see the value in it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what I will say—
Sorry about the dog.
No, don't worry.
What I will say about the free group is that basically and I used to do this a lot more than I do now, because now like I feel like I'm so much busier, and I think that now I'm at a place where people know that if they're going to come to me, they're going to come to me to invest. I think that with time, and this is not to sound cocky in any way, but I think that with time, people earn a certain respect that I notice that when I get people, they're not coming in for like, give me a freebie. They're coming in because they know that I've been around for 5 years, and I've talked about it so much. Invest in your health, invest in yourself. So when I get a customer, it's usually like, tell me how much it is, like, let's go. I think with time, you earn that. But in the beginning, I used to do a lot of free groups. And what I did was just a 7-day group. And all I did was open a free group on Facebook. And I said, okay, Monday, we're going to do this free workout because there's free samples. So you're giving people a taste of what they can get. The beauty of doing this now, which I thought about it because I even told my team, hey guys, let's do a free group next month, is that with COVID now, we can also offer the virtual gym link, which before no one did that. But now we're all doing it. So it's beautiful because not only are you giving them a free workout, but you're giving them a taste of what our community is. And the community is everything. It is everything. So, I say that because the community is what empowers you and pushes you to, be that like to show up every day. Not everybody has that self-discipline in the beginning, and not everybody is self-motivated. So the community really helps for those that are just starting out. So in that free group, you could give a free workout, offer the free virtual link, and then you could actually give like a free recipe or a free meal plan that it's already on BOD. You're not really doing much work, so you're giving value. And then in 7 days, people could be like, wow, this is so cool. Now I see what it is that you do every day. And then from there on Friday, you should be able to upsell them. So that's what I used to do a lot in the beginning, every 30 days. And it really worked for me. And I plan to bring it back because I think that my new coaches can benefit from doing that with them.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
That helps.
Awesome. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yes, it does. Thank
you.
you.
Want to add anything to that?
I don't do free groups. I've never done them. Well, maybe a couple times. I did a crock pot one. That one was good because I like cooking. So that was a great one because people are always looking for fast recipes, and I have a bunch. So my sister and I did that, and it was actually really successful. So free groups can actually be whatever you want it to be. It really is just giving them a taste of our community, of you, of what we have to offer. And I don't know if you know this, but we have Clean Week, which is Megan, and it's completely free. Like, it's outside of the paywall of Beachbody On Demand. So you can actually set up a free group for 7 days and use Megan's workouts, and it gives them a view into Beachbody On Demand. You can give them maybe a recipe every other day. You could do a water challenge, and that way they're getting like, oh, so this is what a support group looks like.
Plus,
And
I think it would give them maybe an insight to how I coach, or
yes,
what the coaching, entails. And
yeah.
Absolutely.
And you can always band together with other coaches and learn from them. Like, I know my coach Jennifer Campos and Patricia Valencia, they do them together. If you see that they're posting about one, ask them if you could jump in too, so you could take a look and see what they're doing.
okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so let's close out the rest of the planner so that then we could open it up for other question and answers for other girls. Or if you have any more, Audra, then we can do that. So at the very bottom of the planner, basically you just have like little boxes just of reminders of things that you should be doing every day. Because remember, these tasks, you're going to create these habits that you're going to need, and like in the long run especially, but they're just basically reminders. So you should be going into your back office every single day. It says it, check online office, and get to know, Becky says it all the time, get to know your back office. Spend some time there when you do have time, because there's a lot going on there. We have the breaking news. That's how you know what your team is doing, your sponsorship drill down, your genealogy. You have your paychecks there. You have your Success Club points, which there have been errors in the past, either a computer glitch or Beachbody makes an error. So you want to make sure you're getting the points that you have worked for. There's the training section, there's forms, there's documents, there's videos, there's a bunch of stuff. So get to know your back office every single day. Then underneath that, it says reply back to comments. So this is key. If people write a comment to you, make sure you go back and say thank you or create a conversation. Because you don't want people to be like, man, I'm writing and I'm commenting on this girl's post and she never even bothers to come back and like, let me know that, hello, I'm here, like you saw me. So I'm really big on going back, even if it's a week later. I don't care. Like when I go on vacation, I get a lot of comments, and sometimes I don't have time to be responding because I want to disconnect, but I'll come back and tackle all those comments and let people know, hey, I saw you. Thank you for the love. Okay. After that, we have message commenters or likers. Those people that are commenting on your post and those people that are liking, message them directly. Hey, love, thank you so much for, your comment. Like if they say, oh my God, I love your bikini. I just wanted to let you know I got that bikini on Amazon. If you want the link, let me know. Because that opens up that conversation, and that's what you're doing. You're building relationships. Remember, we are masters at relationships. That's what we coaches are. We really are. So you want to always constantly, open those doors. Then under that, it says comment on 5+ posts. You should be going through your newsfeed, whether it's on social media, on Instagram or Facebook, any social media, and just go to the newsfeed and love on people. Just comment and love with no expectation. Absolutely none. Just look at what they're doing and just, go ahead and share a nice word, an encouraging word, whatever it is. Interact in interest groups. So this is great for building your network, because groups can open the door to just getting new friends. So I always say that, like, I have an Imperial Shih Tzu, and when I got him 3 years ago, I became like a member, and I just went into Facebook and I looked at Shih Tzu groups, and I became part of those groups because I wanted to learn, about how they eat and all that stuff, since I had never been a dog owner. And I started making friends with those people, nothing to do with Beachbody, but yet that's building my network. I created relationships, and those are the people that then could start, following you and looking at what you do. And then it opens the doors for them to see that you're a coach and that you're into health and fitness. But it's awesome because you can do that with anything that you like. Like if you have a hobby, like I love crafting, I love organizing, I love my doggy. So I'll go into groups like that and I will create friendships there. Boost coach posts. So once you start building your team, you want to make sure that you go to your coaches and you love on them. If they're posting, go back at least. It doesn't have to be every day, but definitely let them know that you're there, you're watching, you're supporting. Because if they're sharing something vulnerable, you want to be that person that's going to be like, hey, I'm so proud of you. People see that. Social media is to be social. So you want to let them know, like, so that other people know this girl has other people behind her. And I always say that now, being a part of our Futuristas group and Beachbody and Diesel Nation, you have an army of women that are going to always be there to support you. So, I don't want you to ever feel like, well, what if somebody says something, that's not nice or negative? It's okay. Bless and release. And remember, you have an army behind you that's supporting you. All right. The last two are create new content. So you definitely want to have in mind, what it is you're going to talk about besides Beachbody. You don't want to vomit Beachbody because that can get very salesy and get very boring. So you want to think about other areas and other things that you want to talk about, that you want to teach people. And I always say that I use the 3 H's. I think I talked about this in the last call, is to, when you're creating content, think about how you can help people. I always talk about how Becky shares her stories about how she makes her meals, and they're very simple. That's helpful. That's content right there. Is it helpful? Is it healing? There's a lot of people that are hurting. Maybe you want to share something motivational. We listen to sermons, we read books that are very healing to things that we go through on a daily basis. Share that. What did you learn about the book? What did you learn about the sermon? What did you learn about the personal development video? And then I also use humor at times. I know Becky's really good at that. It just makes people laugh, in a moment that you never know if they need it. So I use the helpful, the healing, and, humor. And I even throw in hopeful. Sometimes I'll share something that, like, my kid is going through anxiety, but I'll try to flip it and say, but we did this, and that is giving us hope right now to keep getting through this dark time. And people need that too. The last one is schedule your new post. So if you work, and I know that is very common, and you can be posting throughout the day, think about when you are going to be posting. If you're going to do it in the morning before you go to work, great. Do it. Go ahead and schedule that. And if you're going to do one at night before you go to bed, you can schedule that too. And I know there's apps out there that you could do it. I know there's one called Planoly, that basically you just create your entire content, you put in the date and time, and it'll post it for you. So that's basically what that is. And that sums up what a power hour should look like. And this is something that needs to be done every single day in order to grow your business and grow your income. So that's what I have for you today. If you want to open it up for questions, or Becky, if you want to add anything else.
No, I love that. All of those things are essential. And I know it sounds like a lot, like, oh my God, that's so much. But, you find pockets of time. You don't have to do it, bang it all out at one, in 10 minutes. I mean, I'm saying in a block of an hour, you could do a little in the morning, find your groove, because remember, you have to coach your way. So you got to find your system that's going to work best. Do you guys have questions?
We have 10 minutes for questions. So if you want to unmute yourself and ask or make a comment, whatever.
I just wanted to say thank you for going through the planner, because I've been using it since I got it from Becky, kind of just making my own notes and kind of figuring out. And it's actually really helpful to organize my day, because I do have a really demanding job. So at this moment, I'm also listening to a conference I'm supposed to be in. So I'm, multitasking as best as I possibly can, so I can get all of, and get my hour in, even if it's in separate blocks of time. But I took, I'm a really good student. I took tons of notes so that I actually know what it is that I'm doing, and really learn to follow up. So I have to thank you guys, and I think Becky said it earlier, get out of your comfort zone. I am not good with sharing And you guys made that one of the assignments, and I listened because I try to be a good student, and that actually really, really helped. My list for connect on that day and follow up grew by like 3 times. And then since then, I think I've sent like 3 or 4 invites and a card and all kinds of things. So it really does help. So I really do appreciate that message of like getting out of the comfort zone. So, and I followed Audra, who did it first, and I was like, okay, if she could do it, I could do this too. So.
I love it. I mean, the things that you guys are doing is so inspiring. And remember, in a world where people are trying to sell you stuff all day long, because we're being sold 24/7, social media now is like, you know, it's ads 24/7. Be you, be unique, be, you know, authentic, share the stories so that people want to stop and read and see what you're trying to say. One thing that I have noticed, which it's not even people in this group, but I might as well just say it. The stock images of quotes, and I do post, you know, like the humor thing, but if you could see, I have a pattern on my Instagram. I would prefer, if you're gonna share a quote, is that it be a picture of you and the quote in the post. People are just like, I mean, I do it. That's what caught my attention the other day, is like, oh, another one. I was like, you know, like if you have like a faith quote or a passage or something, you know, unless you have creating like a pattern like I have, put the quote in your picture. Use you. People want to see you. There's tons of accounts. It's just words and memes, and, you know, be original and use that as an opportunity to share a really pretty picture of yourself. Go outside. That's another thing. Try not to take the same kind of workout pictures every single day. I see that a lot too. Go outside. Use, you know, stand in front of the window and just use like the great lighting. Just make it unique, original, or maybe go look for an old picture and, you know, use that. But there needs to be like a creativity there. You know, we can't just all be like stock images. Yeah, that's what we cannot be. We cannot be stock images. We need to be individuals. We need to share our post-workout pictures, or even information about MBF. Don't use the stock image of MBF. Use yourself holding the bod ropes in a cute position outside in the sun. You know, like, you know, think, how can I get more eyes on my post? It's gonna be by putting your pretty face on that image. So I wanted to share that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely something I'm working on.
Good. Carol, and remember, you have an army of women behind you. So if you're going to do a vulnerable post, we're here. Lean on us. You know, become friends with the girls that are here and reach out to them, follow each other. That's what
they're actually doing that. That group, the thread of the August Futuristas, they're like all like, you know, helping each other out. So they've, you know, collaborating and helping each other. So it's really,
because that gives you wings. Like, I took off in this business when I grew like courage, and I reached out to a girl and I'm like, can you come to my house? We need to do this alone, because I cannot do this. I mean, we have to do it together because I can't do it alone. And after that was when I was able to like really fly, you know? Yeah. So we're here, but continue to just remember that when you're sharing vulnerability is because you're relating to people and you're showing that you're real, that you're authentic, that you're genuine, you know? And when you're inviting and you're posting, think about that you are sharing with the world. It's not just Beachbody and a workout. It's the lifestyle. That's just the tool that's gonna help you become your better version. And when you become a better version, you become a better wife, a better sister, a better mom, a better friend, a better employee, a better everything. Because it's, you know, it like ripples into all areas of your life. So you're planting that seed for the people to see, like, listen, when you work on yourself, your life is enhanced by the 20th million power. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want you to look at. When we say invite and share and all that, it's not just, hey, buy a product. It's, hey, wow, this has helped me reach a life that I was just like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? I'm better because of this lifestyle.
Yeah. I agree. Cool. I was going to say, you guys, it's evidence that the community is obviously powerful through the momentum that we've created together. Just look at our threads, how people are like, you know, just there. we're present. Like, this is not how it was. I'm telling you, this is not what you're seeing today, is not what was happening a year ago or even 8 months ago. This is brand new. It's exciting. Like, lean into it, make friends. We're here to do this together. It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah. Amen.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I'm trying to like brainstorm and prepare for my September challenge group. But I'm having a hard time like feeling confident enough to create one, just because I don't feel like I have a lot of content to provide to my challenges. I don't have a lot of like, so where can I find I don't know, like tools that I can share with them? Or
Okay, so Jackie, I noticed you're a fairly new coach. So what I noticed is that you're not really in mind. So if you're like, if what I'm saying is, if you get in mind, you could actually take the content from mine to get you started, because I don't want you to have to invest in more money, like invest more money into something else. So you could take what I have in my groups, as well as in the team page. There are content posts that I put on the team page so that you could have an idea of what you could share. On Beachbody On Demand, if you go into the programs, you could offer meal plans, because people sometimes don't even have time to look through it. So you could just, you know, say, hey, I got this from Beachbody, or you don't even have to say where you got it. You could just say, here's a meal plan, here's a grocery list. There's so many things on the Beachbody On Demand blog. I don't know if you girls have ever been there, but the blog is a whole new world of things that you're like, oh my God. Every single day there's a post on how to lose weight. What should you be eating? What do you eat before a run? What do you eat before a workout? What do you eat after a workout?
Yeah, tons of value.
I mean, there's recipes, how to meal plan for this calorie bracket. What is anxiety of eating or emotion? I mean, there's so many things on the Beachbody blog that you literally could copy and paste, because at the end of the day, whether you have already experienced that or not, even though you're a brand new coach, you could still relate to that type of education. And that's, I think, what people need, is giving them the value and just being real in your challenge group. Jackie, like, post about your day. How do you make sure that you get in your workout, even though you're busy, a full-time employee, a wife, and you have 2 little kids? Like, I think challengers in your own group is what's going to carry the magic into your group. It really is. I'm still a challenger. I still post my meals. I still post my workouts. I still post my shakes. That alone is going to create content. And you could also collaborate with other girls to do it together so that there's more energy. Like, I know your sister's also a brand new coach. Partner up with her.
Okay, awesome.
One of the things that I looked at is, I'm new at a challenge group, starting my own one, which I started 3 weeks ago. And we're doing bar for the first time. So there's in the coach portal, there's also for each program, there's a description of the workout for every day. So I copy paste that. I change it so it actually sounds like me, because some of the stuff is not something I would normally say.
Right.
So I change it and I kind of introduce the workout, and then I kind of put in my own 2 cents. And then every time one of my girls posts, I comment, I ask them questions, and then see how they're doing. And when I don't hear from them, you know, I don't call them out in the group. I might send them a loving text like, hey, are you okay? Like, we didn't hear from you. Is there anything I can help you with? So I actually just got like 4 comments that came in from the group. So it's actually working, and it's, you know, they're being engaged, which I'm grateful, because I have 7 in there.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, the Beachbody, and the great thing about that is, if you're using bod groups, is that content stays in bod. So once you create if you do another group, you could just copy it, kind of like you can transfer it over. So it makes it easy. I wish you could just say copy all, but start on this day and copy all. I'm gonna suggest that. That would make life so much easier. But yeah. And you could track your participants, what they're doing through bod groups too. It's a great tool. I won another gift card.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh,
I came out in the East region. I am number 3 of the bod group. My sister's under me. I actually beat her for the first time.
That comes from engagement in the bod groups?
I think so.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay,
I got a $200 gift card last month, and I won another one, $100 one.
Oh my God,
how does this work?
I'm not sure what it's like the number. I don't know if it's the number of people or it's engagement. I mean, I have when I look at the app, the notifications are like a lot of notifications. So it must be that. But I'm not doing new groups every month because I just found that it wasn't working before. And so instead of, having to move people over and over and over again, I'm just going to leave it open. And people are like, they're engaged.
Yeah, I open one up every year. I do them yearly. And that's worked for me for a while because the moving of the people it was frustrating my life.
It's frustrating. Yeah. It's a lot of work. It's very frustrating. So I'm like, forget it. I'm going to try this. And so far it's working. I love that, when they pop into Beachbody on Demand, it's right there on the same app. Before it was another app. They've simplified it. I mean, it needs some tweaks, but I think it's a great concept. It'll get better with time.
Can you be part of 2 groups?
Yes.
At the same time?
Yes.
Because Kathy had tried to join mine to see if she can get some ideas, and it wouldn't let her.
Really?
That's weird because
I think you can request entry. Did you send her the link?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'll check with her again. But Becky, if you have one, can you add me to yours so that I can kind of get more?
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Thank you.
All right. Well, it's 11.
Yes.
So one last question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So when you do the challenge group, you create one for the year, let's say, and you just change the name as the months go on.
Right. That's what I've been doing. Because in the beginning, when I first started coaching, I was changing it. Like I was opening up a new group every single month. And I noticed that I was frustrating my customers. So what I do is I leave it open, but every month I'll change the highlight cover, and I'll change the name, and then I'll just be like, it's a new group, but it's really all the people there because people are like, this is ridiculous. I mean, we're here with you, so you're just going to see that it's a new group, but you're going to really leave them there.
Okay, got it. Yes. Sounds good. And where do I find the Beachbody blog? Where is that?
You could Google Beachbody blog and it'll pop up.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, girls. So if there's no other questions, if we could take a picture really quick and then that's it. We're off so that you girls could work. I need to go work out. So
me too. I need to work out.
Yeah.
Oh, and announcement Monday, please be on the Diesel Nation team call. We're going to be talking about the Next Level Legends Part 2. You're going to want to be on that call. A lot of information is going to be shared. Ready? Great lighting in this room. I'm sitting right at the window. And yeah, so there's 11 days, right? 11 days left in the month, guys. Let's go. Let's push. So many things can happen right now, but you got to be intentional. Use that planner, get in front of people. And if you're my coach, so Carol and Audra, well, Carol already got it, but the headband that is the gift, I'm doing a promo, Susie.
I love it.
And on Wednesday, I decided after our Next Level Legends call, I'm going to do one of those open forums. I'm not going to call it a sip and learn or whatever they called it, but I'm going to do one of those Q&A next Wednesday night. So bring your coaches. I'll be sitting on the hot seat. Oh, maybe I can invite Susie to be on with me, and we could do both teams, and we can ask each other questions.
I love it.
All right, guys.
All right, girls.
Let's rock. Let's do this.
Yes. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
You too.